Hello everyone. This is Ambarish and I am here to talk to you about vocabulary learning for GRE. Are you guys excited? No? Okay, neither am I. Alright, come on, let's be honest, yeah. Learning words for GRE and that too on a daily basis is as exciting as eating dal chawal every day. I mean, I know I love dal chawal, but eating every day, not really. There need to be some kind of variety, some flavor, some masala to it, right? Else it will be boring. And this is precisely what happens with vocabulary learning as well. So what do people typically do when they need to learn a lot of words? They memorize it. And what happens after a few days when your friend shows up and show you this word that you've already learned and you're like, you just can't take it out of your head. It's like you trying to fetch that favorite pair of socks from that pile of clothes. You know that it's somewhere there, but you can't just get it out. And finally, when you get one, you don't get the matching pair. Now, by pair of socks, I meant the words and the pile of clothes being your brain. Right? You just can't take it out of your head. I'm sure that most of you must have encountered this situation, so you know that this is a real problem. So what is the solution? You remember that famous saying, we Indians have solution for everything? So our academic team at IMS International has developed this fun tool. Oh, no. This is not just another boring app. This is a really fun, engaging, interactive way of learning vocabulary. And we strongly believe that once you start using it, you will love it and you will learn vocabulary like a pro. So this tool is built with the power of ChatGPT. Yeah, you heard it right, ChatGPT, the buzzword these days. The very word that was introduced to you by your friend and you both had no clue about it. I still remember when I first introduced this word ChatGPT to my friend, he was like, ChatGPT, what is it, da? Is it like some kind of new disease that you get by chatting too much? Not really. It turns out that ChatGPT is a super smart AI language model that can literally answer any of your questions. So if you haven't tried ChatGPT yet, I would highly recommend that you go explore that. You can come back and thank me later by subscribing to this channel. Alright, so let's come back. So this tool. So for the rest of the video, what I'm going to do is I will walk you through this tool. I'm going to show you the features of this tool and I'm also going to show you how to effectively use it. So what are you waiting for? Let's dive in. Let's go check if we have some biryani over there. Let's go. Alright, so what do we have here? So we have a spreadsheet. The name of this spreadsheet is IMS International's GRE Vocabulary Learning Tool. And you can see that there are several of these sheets here. There is a welcome message, there is instructions, there is my vocab, my learnt list, quiz and many more, right? Now welcome message is something that you can always read. Let me just highlight some of the features here. So there is a memory retention feature. You can review the definition of a word and select your favorite context and fetch example sentences from that favorite context. So that's a feature that you have. You can also easily create and take quizzes and you can also keep a track of your progress by looking at your vocabulary statistics. Alright. Now I will talk about all these instructions, but in case you forget it, you can always come back and refer to this sheet. All the instructions are neatly laid out, how to start, everything is detailed out here. Now let's look at my vocab sheet. So this is where the actual learning happens. Oh wait. Now this is a sheet that I was already working on. So when we share this sheet with you, it will be in the view mode. So what you have to do is you will have to first create a copy of this sheet. So for that you need to click on file and you need to click on make a copy and let's name it. For example, my name is Ambarish. So Ambarish's copy of IMS International's GRE Vocabulary Learning Tool. So let's wait while it creates this copy. Alright, so here we have my copy, my personal copy of this tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to my vocab sheet. Now I still see that these statistics and everything is there. So I have not started using it yet because this is my fresh copy. So to start using it, what you need to do is you see this hard reset vocabulary tool. So in case you see some statistics here, what you can do is you can always click on hard reset vocabulary tool. It will ask you to reset. You will get a pop-up. Okay, before you get this pop-up, understand that you need to authorize this tool. So for that, you need to sign into your account, and once you sign into your account, you will be able to run all the scripts that are there in this sheet. You will be able to click on all these buttons and it will run smoothly for you. So now that I have done this authorization, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this hard reset once again. So I will get this pop-up. This action will reset your entire learning progress and cannot be undone. I don't care because this is my fresh copy. All quiz attempts will be deleted. Again, I don't care because this is my fresh copy. If you're sure you want to continue, click OK to proceed with the reset. So I'm going to click OK. So what happens now? So your learning progress and quiz entries have been reset. All right. Okay, so now you can see that total words learned is 0, learned today is 0, learning rate is 0 words per day. Words remaining 1024. What that basically means is that you have a total of 1024 words in this sheet. Okay, and you have not attempted any quiz questions, and therefore the quiz accuracy is also 0. Alright, so how to use this tool? So you see this word here. So we have a collection of 1000 most important GRE words in this sheet, and we want you to learn these words one by one, right? So you look at this word abstruse. What you need to do is you need to know the meaning of this word. You click on this button meaning, it will fetch the meaning for you. So what is it? Difficult to understand, obscure. Alright, now how do you make sure that you will recall this word at some point later? Now you need to know that if you can relate to this word in some way, if you can create some fun sentences, if you can create some sentences out of your favorite context, right? So you see these buttons over here: Bollywood, sports, superhero, inspiring, cuisine, fashion, right? So these are some of the popular themes that we feel that your age group will relate to. So for example, let's say I want to know what this means, how to use this word in a, for example, Bollywood context. So let me just click on Bollywood. The plot of the movie was so abstruse that even the director couldn't explain it. Okay, so that makes sense. It's like, you know, it's very difficult to understand. The plot of the movie is so difficult to understand that even the director couldn't explain it. Okay, now even if you feel that you have understood the meaning of this word and its usage by clicking on one context, I would still suggest that you click on multiple contexts to get a deeper understanding of the meaning. Okay, so let's look at cuisine. So what does it say? I asked my Indian auntie what was in her secret recipe for a famous curry, but she gave me an abstruse answer. It's a family secret. All right. Okay, so if you want to look at some more, for example, superhero. The abstruse Avenger was so mysterious that no one could understand his plans. Even his closest allies were left in the dark. So you see that it has the power to fetch you example sentences from these 6 contexts. So whatever context you best relate to, try to make sure that you learn that word in that particular context, and at the same time try to see its usage in multiple contexts so that you develop a deeper understanding of its usage. And once you are, let's say, done with the word and its meaning, if you have understood it clearly, and if you feel that your favorite sentence out of it was, let's say, Bollywood sentence, you just click on Bollywood, and then what you need to do is you can go to the next word. Now when you click on next button, it will show you a pop-up asking you to whether you want to add this to your learned list. So if you're confident that you have learned this, you can click on yes. If you click on yes, it will add this word to your learned list, and you can use this word later on to create quiz. Now for some reason, let's say you still have doubts in your mind, if you feel that you are not very sure about the meaning of this word, you've not really understood this word, what you can do is you can click on no. What happens is you will get to see this word at some point later. Alright, so now that I'm going to click on yes. So what happens is, yes, word successfully added to your learnt list. Let's learn the next word. Okay. So you have to wait for some time because it takes some time to fetch the next word. It's just hardly 2-3 seconds. So be patient. And while you wait for those 2-3 seconds, try to still think about the word abstruse. Okay, it's difficult to understand. And just to show you what happens in the my learnt list. So the word gets added to your my learnt list, the word, the meaning, and the last viewed sentence theme, and when did you learn that word. All these are captured here. You can also see that the statistics is also updated here. Total words learned 1, learned today is 1. Your learning rate so far is 1 word per day, and you have 1023 words remaining, right? So you keep on doing this exercise. You explore the meaning of the word and you explore the usage of that particular word in various contexts. And finally, when you are done, click on your favorite context and then add it to your word, add it to your learnt list. All right. Now what I'm going to do is, because this is a fresh copy, I will just take you to my previous copy once, and I will show you that. Okay, so you can see that there are a total of 19 words that I've learned, and if I go to my learnt list, I can see all these words over here. Now let's say you have learned about, let's say, 50-75 words or so. What you can do is you can test your understanding by creating a quiz, right? So what we have done here is we have restricted it between 15 to 25 words, which means you need to learn at least 15 words to start this quiz, and you can create a quiz of 15 to 25 words. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try doing that. Let's try to see how the quiz works. So when you click on quiz, you will be asked to enter the word from where you would like to start. So I can see that I will start from, for example, let's say abreast. I click on OK, and I know that the last word that I learned was, let's say, aesthetic. Okay, so I'm going to click on OK. Selected range is too small. Okay, so I think I might have selected a wrong number. So that's the message that you get if the number of words that you have selected is less. So let me just see. Okay, so I will go with affectation. Okay, so from abreast to affectation. So let me just click on quiz once again. My starting word is abreast and my ending word is affectation. Okay, make sure that you enter the word correctly. All right, so I think that works. All right, so now your quiz is getting generated. So please wait for about 10-15 seconds because your quiz is getting generated. All right, hey, quiz generated successfully. Navigate to the quiz tab now to take the quiz. Okay, so let me just go to the quiz tab. All right, so what do I have here? I have a list of 15 questions. All right, super. So I have these fill in the blanks question here. I have to input my answers here. All right, so let me just try doing that. He was so dash that he was always looking for ways to make more money. Okay, I know that I have learned this word, but there can be many words that can fit in, right? But I want to use the word that I have just learned, right? So what you could do is you can just click on hint here. So when you click on hint, what happens is it will show you all the words that you have selected to create this quiz in a random order. All right. So out of these words, I have to select what is that particular word that will go in. I see that he was so acquisitive. Okay, so let me just type that word, acquisitive. Hey, yes, that's right. And in case you want to reveal answers, you can just click on reveal answers. Although when you type it, if it's a green highlight, you know that it's right. If it's a red highlight, you know that it's wrong, right? So you can use this quiz feature just to test your understanding. You can also click on reveal answers. It will reveal all the answers at once, and in case you feel that okay, you don't want to see all the answers, you can also click on hide. So it will hide all the answers. Alright, and once you are done with all the quizzes, you can also click on review incorrect. So for example, let me just click on one incorrect word, and if I click on review incorrect, what happens is it will just show you the incorrect quiz questions that you've attempted. So once you are done with all the quizzes, if you just want to focus on the incorrect questions, you can always click on review incorrect. Alright, so this is how you need to use this tool. And couple of other things that I would like to say is, as and when you start taking quiz, your quiz statistics also gets updated. You have attempted 2 quiz questions so far. I know that I got 1 question correct, 1 question incorrect, so my quiz accuracy is 50%. So you take these quizzes, these statistics gets updated automatically. Alright, now what I want you to also look at is my learned list. There are a couple of things that you need to observe here. So these are some of the words that I've encountered when I was learning, and I could see that there is this acute A and acute B. What do you mean by this? So understand that a same word can have multiple meanings. So we want you to know both meanings of those particular words. So we have superscripted A, B, C, etc. So you will find couple of such words. Make sure that you understand its usage, right? So acute A basically refers to present or experienced to a severe or intense degree. Okay, what do you mean by that? So the Bollywood sentence that I chose was, the actor's disappointment was acute when he found that he was not selected for the lead role in the Bollywood movie despite giving his best audition. Okay, so the actor's disappointment was severe or intense when he found out that he was not selected for the lead role in the Bollywood movie. Makes sense, yeah. And then you have another acute, which means having or showing a perceptive understanding or insight, shrewd. So hero in the movie had an acute understanding of the situation and was able to outsmart the villain in the end. Yeah, that also makes sense, right? So this is something that you will encounter. There are a few words which has multiple meanings, so make sure that you understand all those meanings. The other thing that I want you to, one, is that you may not agree with a lot of example sentences that you get. Agree in the sense that you may not find it a truthful statement, and that's fine. So for example, let me just give you an example here. So look at this word acquisitive. Excessively interested in acquiring money or material things. And the sports context example that it gave was, the Indian cricket team captain Virat Kohli is known for his acquisitive nature, always looking for ways to increase his wealth and material possessions. Now, I, being a Virat Kohli fan, don't agree with it, right? But wait, what's the purpose here? Our purpose is to understand the word and its usage in a sentence. So it makes sense for me to understand the usage of acquisitive in this particular sentence, so I am done. Alright, now in case if you don't like these sentences, understand that all these sentences were created using ChatGPT. So in case you want to blame someone, blame ChatGPT. Alright, so what else? Alright, now let's say you will have, I'm sure you will have some feedback or queries related to this. So what you can always do is, you can come to this sheet, feedback or queries, you can click here to send your message. So when you click here, what happens is it opens a feedback form. So you need to just enter your details over here and your feedback and queries. Alright, and you can just submit, press that submit button, and we will receive an email notification for that with your message. So in case you want some feature to be added to this, or what do you think of this app? What do you think of this tool? Do you like it? Or are there any errors in this? So all of this you can report it using this feature. And you can also explore our zero fee GRE program. So all the details are explained over here. You can just click on the enroll button and then get access to some of the cool features that we offer. Alright, and you also see that we have some social media buttons over here. So you can click on each of these buttons and then subscribe to any of these channels that you would like to. Alright, so that being said, I am done from my side and I wish you the very best. I would really want you to explore this tool and do this activity on a daily basis. You have all the statistics over here. By looking at these statistics, you know that what's your running rate, what's your learning rate. You see that a minimum of 25 words per day. If you're going at that rate consistently for about, let's say, 50-60 days, that's really, really good. Alright, so explore. All the best. Happy learning, guys.